What is up, everybody? My name is Jackson. Today I'm back with another Amazon FBA video. Today's video, I'm going to talk about 5 things that can go bad in your Amazon business. These are kind of worst case scenarios. So without further ado, let's get into it. But really quick before we start, if you don't mind, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a lot. Also keeps you all updated with all the Amazon FBA videos I'm pumping out. So now let's finally get into the video. So like I said, we're going to talk about 5 things that can go wrong with your Amazon FBA business as soon as your product goes live. So these are not in like particular order, even though this first one is kind of the best case scenario. So what is the first one? The first one is your product sells out slow. So when I mean slow, I mean like 5 to 7 a day, and you get your initial investment back. So let's say you spent $500 on 100 units, you sell out slowly, you get that 100 back, you get that $500 back, and maybe a little more. So let's say you spend $500, you kind of mess around the prices, lower it some to get some sales going. So you might make $750 back. So you profit about $250. You have to work in your Amazon seller account fee and your PPC. But if you're selling 5 to 7 a day, you should be able to make some profit every day. So that's best case scenario. Let's kind of talk about some worst case scenarios. Second is you sell very slow. So like 1 to 3 a day. You could still possibly recover your investment depending on if your product is like, if it's like a $30 price point, like a $40, you can get your investment back for sure. But if you're only selling 1 to 3 a day and you have a low price point, then you're probably not going to get your investment back. You can still sell out of it, but I would honestly recommend getting it sent back to your house, especially if you see like a trend of, or like, if it's going on for weeks of you selling 1 to 3 a day, you've tried to tweak everything, then I will get it sent back to your house for sure. If you're selling like 1 to 3 a day, and you're not making much or at all, and you just can't get over the hump of like 7, 8 a day. Third thing that could go wrong is your product doesn't sell at all. So you sell like 0 to 1 a day, which it happens more so than you probably think. I would 100% get this sent back to your house and sell another way. Now, what do I mean when I say sell another way? Go straight to Amazon. Okay, it's free to post on Amazon. Well, they bill you, or they take some of your percentages. But anyways, like, it's basically free. It takes literally 5 minutes to get something listed on Amazon. It's super simple. You can do it from your phone. So if you're selling 0 to 1 a day, get it sent back to your house immediately. Just kind of cut your losses and make as much back you can from eBay. That's what I did with some of my product. It's been selling on eBay, so do that. If you are selling like 0 to 1 a day, you've tweaked everything, you have no idea what to do, make sure to get sent back to your house and just try and sell it and get as much back as you can. Even if you can get back a quarter or half of what your initial investment was, I consider that a win, especially if your product is like, super bad or is bad. Fourth thing that could go wrong is you aren't allowed to sell your item at all. So it's restricted. You didn't do the research. You didn't know. You get your product live on Amazon. You get hit with an email from Amazon saying you can't sell it, whether it's a topical treatment, it's a hazardous, it's a, choking hazard, kids can't, what I'm saying? So it's just restricted. Make sure to do your research. This is probably worse than all of them because at least in the first 3, you have a chance to sell, but this one, you don't even have a chance to sell, or you do up until Amazon catches you. So make sure you do your research. Restricted item is, or items, there's tons of them, probably thousands on Amazon. You have to either get them gated or, allowed to sell those. So get permission. So don't do those for sure. Do your own research and protect yourself so you don't waste money, because that is literally throwing money on the drain, because it could have been prevented. The other ones could have been prevented, but not so much because, you thought you had it good at least. So the 5th thing I have down here is a patented item. This kind of goes hand in hand with a restricted item. So patented, of course, somebody, has that owns that design, owns that product. So basically, you're instructed to remove your listing from them. Maybe they get Amazon involved, but they will probably send like a cease and desist letter saying, hey, if you don't, take this down, we're going to take action. So 4 and 5 kind of go together, but patented also is kind of on you. Do your own research. Research is huge in this business. You have to do all your stuff, beforehand, do the dirty work beforehand. So when you do find an item, it's not, doesn't fall under any of these categories. So patent item, you could be instructed to remove your listing. So these are just 5 like quick things that could go wrong with your business. Of course, there's others. These are the ones you hear about the most. You probably hear about the restricted and the selling slow. Most people do their own patent research, but some people don't know what a restricted item is. So these are just 5 kind of quick things that can go wrong with your Amazon business. Make sure to do your research for points 4 and 5, and then for points 1 and 3, or points 1 through 3, just make sure that you're doing your due diligence when it comes to product research, right? Don't take any corners. Ask advice. Don't give your product idea away because it could be a home run. But ask advice. Watch videos. Get help. Ask questions. I'm always here to help you all. Reach out to people. Ask Facebook groups. Get all kinds of advice. Ask your family members if they buy it. Just stuff like that. Get everybody's input, and then go with it. Don't just see something, jump right into it, bam. So that's my kind of 2 cents on it. Then like I said, these are just 5 points or 5 things that can go wrong with your business. There's plenty more. But anyways, that's all. If you have a question or comment on any of these things, leave them down below. You can always reach out to me on Instagram. But anyways, that is this week's video. If you all have any questions, like I said, leave them down below, and I'll see you all next week.